Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our second session for the Speechcraft course with you, with the amazing students. Thank you for being here today, and this is Aris Jafar. I am one of the coordinators with you, and let me read for you the club mission. In every meeting, we start our meetings with our, like what they call it, we call it in Arabic تحية العلم, which is mean, what does that mean in English, Zahra?
لا تحية العلم, it's different than the national anthem, but it's something related.
Something like that, like this is our motto in every meeting. This is what we start all the meetings, how we start the meetings, and it is very easy. It is very simple to be memorized, and it is nice that we all understood and know it. So let me explain it to you in this simple way. Let's divide it into three parts. The first part, we provide a supportive and positive learning experience. So first thing, we are providing the supportive and positive learning experience. Why are we providing this supportive and positive learning experience? That will lead us to the part two. To improve our communication and leadership skills. So we provide a supportive and positive learning experience to improve the communication and leadership skills. What will happen next, which is the third part? What?
Resulting in greater self-confidence
and personal growth. Right. Thank you, Tabassum. I always forget the resulting word. So, positive environment, improve communication and leadership, and we will be we will have a great self-confidence, and our personality will be growing, and we will be amazing. This is the club mission, which we open every meeting with it. I will give you a few like rules we need to follow in our meeting. Like, let's all keep ourselves muted, and unless if it's our time to speak. If we are not in front of the screen, just let's switch it off until we come back. And other than that, I want you all to enjoy, your safety places in your house. If you have any emergency, try to go under the table or anything, but be safe, be happy. And now I will give the stage or the screen back to our second coordinator, DTM Zahra Youssef.
Thank you so much, Arid. Such a wonderful, let's say, introduction. And I see that all the students, they were really encouraged and they know more about the Toastmasters mission. As we always say it in Rush, we just say it in a formal way, but your way was very friendly. And I felt that you made it very clear for our students. Fellow Toastmasters, I should say it because we're finalizing the papers. Fellow Toastmasters, good evening to you all. This is DTM Zahra Al-Mukharrig. I'm the second coordinator for the Speechcraft program or course. And it's my great pleasure to be with you tonight. So first of all, what we will do today, we will divide the education session into three parts. Number one, we will have speeches delivered by our friends here, 5 speeches from my group, then another 5 speeches from DTM Arid's group. Then we will have a table topic session. Those who will not deliver their speeches, they will participate in the table topics. And after that, we do have a special session, special workshop will be presented by a leader and a great presenter. He's DTM Hisham for evaluating. He will teach you how to evaluate a speech. But from my side and DTM Arid, what we will do, we will give a brief evaluation after each speech. All right, it's just for your benefit in order to improve your speech in future. Now, from my group, I do have Amina, I do have Ahmed, I do have Noor, I do have Lamis. Right?
Yes, that's correct, I think.
Perfect. Okay, we will start with Lamis. Lamis, you have 2 to 3 minutes. I will raise the red signal when you will reach the when you will reach the 3rd minute. We're not going to go through green, yellow, and red. It's just because we will not have a disqualification. It's just an alert for you that, yes, it's a time where you should conclude. Okay, Lamis?
Okay.
Perfect. And you will see it on my screen. You will see the
Okay,
red.
can you hear me well? Because my
Okay.
connection is poor.
I can hear you well.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Lamis Nasser, the microphone is yours and all the best.
Okay. Hi. If anyone asks you tell me about yourself. It's at the beginning, you will find it's a simple question, but at the same time, it's a difficult question. What I will tell them about my name is Lamis Nasser, but it's not enough. What can I tell them? Something is special in my personality. I will tell them I graduated from University of Bahrain. It's not enough. So in my opinion, life will put you in difficult circumstances to know who you are. What can you do? What is something you think it's impossible, but it's possible and you can do it. Let me tell you a short story about myself. When I graduated from high school, and my dream was to be a businesswoman, and I decided to study business. And when I want to register at University of Bahrain, they asked me to choose option for the college, and the first option was business. The last option was English language. And after that, they sent me a message. I accepted in English language. It was like a shock because I didn't like English language. I hate English language. I can't even speak English language. Oh my God. Okay. I can't write, something is good. I wasn't good with writing skills. So after 2 years, I decided, okay, I will change the major, but I need to study 1 course or 2 courses. After 2 years, I failed in some courses. And one time I go to my doctor, she treat all the students with harsh. And I told her, how can I study for this course? Because it was about TOEFL. And that time I didn't know what is TOEFL mean. And she said, I know who you are. Your name is Lamis, and you get the first test this grade and the second test this grade, and you will fill in this course. And university will dismiss you, and you are a stupid person. You can do it. You didn't deserve to be one of student in this major. I was surprised. How even can imagine me and my grades? And she told me this bad word. She hurt me. I went out from her office. I was crying. I remember every single word she told me. I decided to challenge myself. I decided to convince her I can graduate from this major. Even I hate it. I decided to love this course or this major. And the first step I take, I believe in God. When you believe in God, He will give you the strength that you need to do what is impossible. And I believe in myself. When you believe yourself, nothing is stopping you. And I change the people around me who always give me negative energy or who try to convince I can't do it. I change the way I study. I change even the place where I study. At the end, I graduated from the university, and I want to tell you if you want to know who I am, I'm a strong woman who can fight until she gets what she wants. And thank you for listening.
Wow, wow, wonderful. Round of applause for Lamis. Yes, I can see and I felt how strong you are. I really loved your speech, well prepared, introduction, body, and conclusion. And I can say now that I know more about Lamis, and I know that she's very strong, and she's graduate from UOB, English literature, if I'm not mistaken, and how she felt or um how her university time was very tough and bad, let's say, and how she overcome those obstacles. Thank you so much, Lamis. Another round of
Thank you.
applause. Love it. And wish you all the best in your coming speeches. Moving to
Zahra, can I just intervene 1 minute? Zahra, yeah, I would just like to suggest is as soon as the speaker finishes speaking, give half a minute for everybody, all the speech crafters to give their comments for Lamis in the chat column. Then after half minute, yes, after half minute for 1 minute, Zahra, you will give her the feedback. And I suggest Arish to do the timing. Arish, are you free to do the timing right now? Because Zahra can focus on her evaluation. Doing the timing as well as evaluation will become hectic for Zahra. Arish, will you do the timing?
Yes, yes, yes.
Perfect. So the speech is 2 to 3 minutes, and after that, half minute for everyone to give messages, either privately or in give your comments to Lamis. How did you find her speech? You liked her speech, where she can improve, and what you liked about her speech. So all of you, please give comment on the comment section, and 1 minute Zara will give her feedback. So you can time for 1 minute as well. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tabassum. And please, students, you can write your comments now while we're calling the second speaker. So thank you so much, Lamis. Moving to the second speaker, may I ask Toastmaster Noor?
Oh, Noor.
Yusuf? Yeah, Noor Al-Jalahma.
Noor.
Yes, I'm here.
Perfect. So Noor, you have 3 minutes and you will be able to see the red signal if you will look at Miss Arij or Toastmaster DTM Arij's screen. All the best, and the microphone is yours.
Okay, great.
Before
So-
she starts, one second. Zahra, I will show the red signal at the 3 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so good evening, Ms. Noor Al-Jalahma. I hope you're doing well and great and staying safe. First, I would like to thank Toastmasters for this great opportunity and to help us in advancing and reaching new heights. A bit about me, I was a student in King Faisal University and have graduated with the bachelor degrees in English literature. I am currently studying at Polytechnic University, majoring in marketing and thinking about double majoring. I love reading books and can't go a day without reading one. I have a passion for learning new languages and expanding my knowledge, which is one of the reasons why I joined Toastmasters. Today, I will talk about an important lesson that I learned in life. In my second semester, while I was registering for the courses, I found that marketing is one of the required courses to take. When I quickly made this whole judgment about the subject. And in my head, I kept saying there is no way I would succeed in this. I'm not creative enough in marketing a product or a service. And half of the students I asked said that they failed this course. So it will be impossible for me to do it. But I chose to take it. One, to push myself, and two, to get rid of it as soon as possible. Fast forward, and it was time to see my first assessment grade. And lo and behold, I was shocked. I got an A. Then came the following assessment, and the tutor approached me saying, "You have to change your major and add or double major." I thrived in that subject and loved it. Lesson learned. As George Eliot said, don't judge a book by its cover. And the second thing I learned is don't underestimate yourself. Don't base your experience based on others, and don't be quick to judge. Thank you everyone for listening and giving me this opportunity to introduce myself.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Noor. A round of applause. Students, now you can give her your comments in the chat box. Such a wonderful speech. And so please, if you will write at least Noor. Yeah. So fellow Toastmasters, I have to say something. So while you're writing, I will deliver my evaluation. Yes, it is a wonderful speech. We would love to learn or to know more about it. More about how can she improve her speech in the future. What are the things that she can...
Lameet, you're sharing your screen. Can you stop sharing? Lameet?
I don't know what's happened.
Can
I
you click
tried.
on stop sharing?
Where?
Yes, thank you. Sorry, Zahra, you can go ahead.
It's fine. What I really liked about your speech, Noor, is that you told us something, a personal story, and you gave us the lessons learned by the end of the speech. I can say that, yes, I totally agree. Do not underestimate yourself. Do not judge the book by just checking or seeing the cover of it, because at the end, if you will not try anything, you will not be able to know if it's good or bad, or if you can achieve it and succeed or not. I really like that you had introduction, body, and conclusion. And as I said, it's personal story. Thank you so much, and wish you all the best in your coming speeches.
Thank you.
Now, moving to Ahmed. Ahmed, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm just preparing my speech.
So Ahmed, Toastmaster Ahmed, you have 3 minutes to deliver your speech, and you'll be able to find the red signal on Miss Arid, so DTM Arid's screen. 3, 2, 1. Wish you all the best.
I first like to make sure if I'm audible. Am I audible first?
Yes. I can hear you.
All right. Fellow Toastmasters and speech crafters, there's always a story a person has to tell whenever they come from a journey from their past to their future. You see this, you put your papers in it and you give it to someone to do your job. I had a job, a really good opportunity back in 2018 when I was still a first-year student in the university. The opportunity was so good, it was so hard for me to say no. It was like a deal made in heaven, but very soon I would realize it was actually a deal made straight in hell. I made the decision, everything was done. I was going to the army! It would have been such a good experience. I had given my papers, they had taken it, they had read what I had given them. It was such a fairy tale ending to be. But one day, my friend called me and he said, "Are you serious about this decision you're about to make? What about 4 years of university? What about all the days we will enjoy together as fellow students, as friends? What about your group? What about our group project in the future? What are you doing?" Those words hit me so hard. I went down and started to think, am I doing the right thing? Is it me making the decision? Or are my circumstances really having an impact over me? I sat back and I thought for a minute. The army. 6 months I'll be a graduate as a militant. I'll be out on duties, but is it worth it? What about 4 years of laughing with friends? What about multiple football matches I'm going to play with them? What about those group projects? What about interviews? It's not worth it. I took a step back and I remembered the day I graduated from high school. Everyone with the black robes and the black hat. And we took our hats and we threw them in the air, marking the end of one and beginning to another journey. I took my step and I made a decision. I will stay. I got the call and they told me it's time for you to come to train. And with the bottom of my heart, with all my strength, I mustered these words. I'm sorry. I will learn. I hung up the call. I went to my friends. We studied together, and 4 years later, Ahmed Ansari, Bachelor in English Language and Literature. When you have a dream, you fight for it. And when you fight for it, they fight for you. Back to DTM Zahar.
Wow, wow, wonderful round of applause. I can see that you're a Toastmaster and you're learning a lot from the Toastmaster journey and you're applying what you've learned since the beginning of maybe in 2019 until today. I can see the way how you crafted your speech was amazing. Toastmaster Ahmed, today he delivered his speech. Yes, thank you students for writing your comments in the chat box. I really like that he brought an envelope, which is a visual aid that will add something. I was wondering what's inside, but yes, I was really happy to see his certificate. Congratulations, Ahmed, we're really proud of you. The vocal variety that he used, and I really liked when he stood. Yes, students, I know it is virtual. It would be better to stand. You will feel more free. Personally, I do feel more free delivering my speech while standing. And yes, when you have a dream, then you have to fight for it. Thank you so much, Ahmed. Wish you all the best in the future speeches. And now moving to Amina. Amina? Perfect. So Toastmaster Arij, if you can just share her screen. Amina, you have 3 minutes to deliver your speech. Wish you all the best, and we would love to learn and to know more about you.
Hi, good evening. How are you all? Actually, today I would like to tell you a story, but I didn't prepare the story. I prepared only an introduction about myself. Inshallah, next time I will tell you my story. Maybe it's you will need hours to listen for it. My name is Amina Ali. I lived in Busatin. I have 3 brothers and no sisters. I study business in Bahrain Polytechnic. In my free time, I like reading book and make my own coffee. I like coffee so much. I grind the beans, I steam the milk, I make latte art, and I enjoy my coffee while I'm reading a book. Actually, I noticed that I'm similar to Noor. She always reading a book every day. I'm really same as you. I cannot imagine a day without a book. Also, I like to improve my my own experience and knowledge. Actually, I participate in education and authority. Education and Training Equality Authority. I participated as a volunteer. I worked for a part-time, and I go to my university also at morning, and afternoon I go to work. Also, when I finish this the period of the part-time, I joined book fair exhibition. I participate as a volunteer in audio. It was a new experience for me, but actually I like to try the new thing and explore something that I didn't do it before. So to conclude, I think this club will help me to expand my knowledge and experience. Don't tell them your dreams, show them.
Amazing. Round of applause for Toastmaster Amina. Yes, we have to show everyone that we achieved our dream, as what Toastmaster Amina today, she told us or encouraged us to do it. Please, students, feel free to write your comments for Toastmaster Amina in the chat box. And while you're doing this, I will share my points or my recommendations. To be honest, I didn't have the recommendations, but what I really liked about your speech. Number one, I really liked that you were looking at the screen and you were full of confidence, looking at the screen, delivering your speech, and you were very calm. Number two, something that it rarely happens when you can relate your speech to the other speeches or deliver the speeches delivered by your colleagues. And what she did today, she was talking about herself loving reading books, and she related to Noor as well. And number three, I would like to say that it was something personal. It was natural. She was comfortable delivering it in front of everyone. And that's what I really liked about your speech, Amina. Wish you all the best and looking forward to listen to your future speeches, inshallah.
Thank you so much.
Now, from my group, as I can see that we have Yasin and Yusuf. Yasin and Yusuf. Any one of you would like to deliver his speech today? Because Yusuf, you told me you're not ready for it. Yusuf, may I hear from you?
Hello, I'm here. Hello.
I can't hear you well. Who's this?
Hello. Wait 1 second.
Yusuf or Yasin? This is Yusuf.
It's Yasin.
Yasin. Okay, Yasin. All right. Yasin, you have 3 minutes to deliver your speech.
Okay, do you hear me guys now?
Yes, now it's much better. Yasin, you have 3 minutes to deliver your speech. Wish you all the best, and we would love to know more about you. The microphone is yours.
Like the icebreaker speech?
Yes.
All right, then. Let's say a story about myself. Okay, let's do it. Hello everyone. My name is
Yasin, can I just intervene? Can you just adjust your camera because we can half see you? Yes, that's better.
Hello everyone. My name is Yasin Mustafa, and I recently graduated from school last year, and I'm currently studying at UOB University in cloud computing major. To simply put myself in it. I like talking to people. I like talking a lot. I like talking English. I like talking to people. I like communicating with people. It's really fun to me. It's a fun activity to me. I consider it a hobby, and yeah, I think that's a part of me right now that talking and communicating and developing my speaking skills. I really enjoy that. And yeah.
Maybe
More
a
about
personal story about you, Yasin.
a personal story about me.
Yeah.
I think last time I told you the story when I was studying.
It's fine, you can repeat it.
All right, then. I know that whatever you do to people do it to you one day, definitely one day. So I remember one day I was in school, and there's my friend that really needed help in studying. So I was like, okay, then I'll help him and I'll lose nothing. It's good. So yeah, when I helped them, I helped them, and then I forgot about it. And a couple of months later, I had an exam, and I was really struggling with it, and my friend helped me. like another friend, someone totally different. And yeah, I got a good mark in the exam, so I know that we should always like help people. We should always like treat people how you want to be treated one day. Don't like harm people. That would be nice. And the weather is kind of hot right here. I think that would be enough to break the ice. All right.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, round of applause. While I'm giving my evaluation, you can write your comments for your friend Yasin. What I really liked, first of all, that he took the courage and he delivered it in impromptu way. He was not prepared. Maybe he was like, he had lots of projects to submit and tests to study for, but he decided to give the speech. He decided to take the courage, take the risk, and deliver it in front of his, let's say, friends, brothers and sisters. Something I really like, that he had prepared stories. That's what I do encourage you all students. Just prepare your stories. Come up with a bunch of stories that you already had something personal happen to you, and write the lesson that you have learned, because you might need it in future. Number two, what I really liked about your speech, Yasin, is that you told us something about you, that you really enjoy the communication, and that's why you are here to improve your communication and public speaking skills. Wish you all the best, Yasin, in your future speeches. And now I would like to tell all the other students, please give yourself a round of applause. You deserve it. You made it. Your first speech and first step in Toastmasters journey. It was the icebreaker, where we knew more about you, and even your friends, they got the chance to know each other. Wish you all the best in your coming speeches. And I have to inform the other students that next week we will have another 5 from my team and 5 from Ms. Arij or DTM Arij's team, and the others, they will deliver the evaluation. Now it's the time to call my friend, my sister, my colleague, and the other coordinator, DTM Arij, with her team. Wish you all the best, and the microphone is yours, Arij.
Thank you so much, DTM Zahra. This was really amazing. I loved all the speakers today. You all did marvelous job. And I want also from my side to congratulate you all for taking the first step, because now you have put your feet, right? Your foot. Anyway, you put something there. You starting riding the stairs from the first step. Congratulations. And now we will move to my group. Another 5, or I hope that there will be 5 or more. I cannot see all. Where is my group? Where's my group? Okay, let's see. Let's see who's there in the list, and then we will see. I hope we will hear another speeches from another amazing people. And Nasser is here. He is ready from like 1 week before, even without attending the session. So would you all love to know more about him? I'm so excited to know. So let's welcome Nasser Yusuf to the screen. Nasser, screen is yours.
So good evening, everyone. I'm Nasser Ibrahim from Polytechnic Bahrain, majoring in accounting. I wasn't here, unfortunately, last week, so I wanted to introduce myself. I'm very looking forward and really excited to start this journey with everyone. So I have a funny story for everyone, my childhood story. So when I was a kid, I did many weird and funny and dumb things for the most part. So me and my brother, we were very close. My mom and dad would be at work and they always trusted my big brother to look after me. So I was around 7 and he was 10. We would do the dumbest experiments at home when they were at work. And these experiments were like really hazardous, okay? So one time we decided to experiment with our electric toy car. We took this electric toy motor from the toy car that's powered by batteries. So instead of powering it by batteries, we decided to power it with real electricity. And we did that by cutting an electric wire of a power cable and attached it to the motor. And it worked, but it was very detrimental. At one time, we almost caught the house on fire, in fact. And when we wanted to put the fire out, we did the dumbest, possibly the dumbest thing I've ever done. So we tried to put the fire out by throwing ice cubes instead of water. Well, that didn't work at first. So I didn't know why we thought ice cubes would be a better alternative to put the fire out than water. So ice cubes obviously did not work. Luckily, my dad was at home at that time, and when we heard him approaching, we sort of panicked and we decided to hide the fire. Yes, as dumb as it sounds, we decided that hiding the fire would actually make it less noticeable. So when we thought that it wouldn't be as noticeable as it is, but obviously he did notice the fire. So my dad ran into my room and frantically put the fire out, this time with water and not ice cubes. So we got into trouble after that. Luckily, my dad noticed. If it wasn't for him, then I wouldn't be here, probably be dead by now. So yeah, and if that fire wasn't put out, then I won't be able even to join this amazing club. So my childhood had been, mix of funny things or dumb things. I think as a child we tend to explore and learn from our mistakes. So for my hobbies, well, I like to listen to music. I also read books quite a lot, I would say. And I play music as well. I play the guitar. I'm a mediocre at it, I would say. And I have 2 dogs. I love to play with my dogs as well. And yeah, as I say, I'm currently studying at Polytechnic. I'll be majoring in accounting and hopefully get a CPA license after college. Also, I'm planning to start my own retail business after graduation with my brother. Yes, my brother, the one who got into the fire with me. Hopefully, when we start our business, we won't set it on fire. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, and for this amazing speech. And sorry, I forgot to mention about DTM. Zahra will be watching the time for all of you, but I will not forget you in the next speaker. Now let's have 30 seconds. Everyone, please send your feedback in the chat for Nasser, and let me give you my feedback. I love that how you started with a humorous story about your childhood. That will make everyone feel more connected to your speech. Whenever you share personal stories, it helps everyone to relate with their own stories. When you were sharing your own story, I started visualizing me and my sister when we were running around the table and she cut my hand with my dad's stuff. And I remember that incident just from sharing your own story. So this is a very good point you have. It's nice to keep it in all your speeches. And since it is funny, humorous is the best in all speeches. Everyone relate to it. Now, maybe you took very long time explaining about that story and about yourself right now and the things that you're doing right now. You took very little time. So I advise you, if you can share more about yourself right now, that will help everyone to understand and come to know you more. But other than that, you were amazing. Congratulations in your first speech. And now let's move to the next speaker. Okay, let me see who is here from my group. Muhammad Wahid, I think his name. Is he here?
Muhammad Wa'al.
Are you here? Huh?
Muhammad Wa'al. Yes, he's here, but I'm not sure if he's ready.
He's here, but not ready?
I'm not sure. Muhammad?
Muhammad, are you here? Are you there? Muhammad.
I don't see him. Mohammed
I
Dal
cannot
isn't
see
here.
him. Okay, let's see
Batul
who's next.
Batul Mohammed is
Wait.
here.
Wait.
We have Mahmoud
We
Saif
have
and Maryam.
Mahmoud. Is Mahmoud here? Mahmoud? Yeah, Mahmoud. Mahmoud is not here, right?
Mahmoud is not here as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, next is Saif. He's not here. He said
Yeah.
he cannot. Okay. So from my group, 1 second. I can see Nithya. Would you like to try?
Ma'am, I thought it was a next section, so I didn't
Oh.
prepare. I had exams
No
also.
pressure. No. If you want to try now, you can. If you want to take it next session, it's up to
But
you.
I prepared only the intro, so I guess it won't be enough.
It's up to you. Would you like to try?
I'll try next time, ma'am. Like it will be a full pack.
Next session, no problem. Hussein, is he here? Hussein Fakhru, would you like to try?
Next session.
Next session. Okay. Abdullah, our president. Ya Abdullah. Mr. President Abdullah, are you there? I can see you. No? Yes. Would you
Hello.
like to try or you want next session?
I'm not prepared, honestly, so I don't know.
Well, you know, I can do something with the three of you in my team because I cannot see Afrah, right? Afrah is not here, right? Okay, so I will do something for you. Okay, I don't like. Okay, we can have you for the next session, but let's have like 2 minutes only. I will give you a table topic speech, and then you start talking about yourself.
That's great.
And we will make it like as if you broke the ice already with us. What do you think? Oh, Afrah is here. Afrah, would you like to try before I go ahead with that idea? Or you want next session as well?
I can try, but I haven't prepared anything, but I can try.
Okay, I will make it easy for four of you. Okay, DTM Zahra will be watching the time. So 2 minutes only, DTM Zahra, not 3 minutes. And I will start with Afrah. Let's say Afrah. Afrah, I will ask you a question and you give me 2 minutes speech speaking about this question. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Your question. Wait, let me invent a question. Okay.
What?
Tell me about something you love to eat every day, but people are not happy with it.
Okay, so probably
You have
one
2
thing
minutes.
Okay, so hi, I'm Afra and I'm 19, currently doing fashion designing. And one thing I really like to eat on a regular basis, which no one likes, is ice, like plain ice. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I just really like to eat plain ice and stuff myself with plain ice the entire day. And it's freezing, like there's no taste, it's just cold water, but I really like it. And since I've been a kid, I've been eating it a lot. And there was this one time that my parents literally made me throw the entire ice from the ice tray in the sink because they couldn't see me eat it all the time. Like I couldn't live without it. And I felt so bad. And it's like, I don't know why. It's just my weird addiction that I don't think most people have.
You're done?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. I'm seriously gonna cry. I'm your soulmate. I eat ice every day. Oh my God.
And your mama must be getting angry on you. What is this eating ice all day?
I can't believe it. From where you came, I love you. I'm eating the ice like even DTM Khalid is fighting with me. I'm just eating ice like this every day. Okay, everyone. Would you like to give feedback about her speech? Obviously, I am so in love with her speech. No, I love that you were able to talk about the topic regardless. We have the same thing between us. Okay, I love that you were able to share about it with being passionate about it. And if your family will force you to throw it away, tell them you throw it and then eat it behind their back. I have the same problem every day. So it's always good to be prepared even if you are not ready. Is that making sense? You did a great job. Next session, we want a whole speech for 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm sure you will do amazing. And you made me cry. Thank you so much. I can't believe it still. So now we will move to Nethya, right? Nethya, your name is correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so I will ask you this question, and again, you have 2 minutes. Pen DTM Zahra.
Yes, sure.
Nethya, tell me about a trip you went for it, and you were so disappointed from it.
Okay.
2 minutes.
First of all, good evening, Toastmasters and fellow friends. My worst trip I went was to Rameshwaram. It's a place in India. It's a place in Tamil Nadu. So we weren't prepared. My dad suddenly one day is like, "Come, let's go to Rameshwaram." I was like, "What? Okay, let's go to Rameshwaram," because I never saw that place, and it's a holy place. So we started the trip, and then we had to go to stay in hotels. So there the hotels are horrible. It's the worst hotels I ever saw. The toilets, oh my God, how can you even go and bath there? Oh shit! That's the toilets I ever saw there. And from toilet, and we went there at 3 early morning. So we need to see the sunrise. So we had to go after we reached 3, and then when we came back, we are supposed to see the sunrise at 5:30. So my dad didn't let me sleep. So I had to wake. I didn't get good sleep also. So I had to go to the sea and see the sunrise. That's like a beautiful thing to see that. So, and we have to bath in that sea also. That's a sea there next to Rameshwaram, and it's the worst sea again. It's like, if you get into that, you see saris, you see clothes, they dump into that. How can it it's a holy place, and it's just so dirty, and I have to bath in that. Oh my God, I can't imagine. I can't even explain how it was. And I was shivering, and I had to get into the temple. Like, I had to drench, the clothes was drenched. I couldn't go back to the hotel to change my clothes. I had to go like that. So everyone was in the line was drenched. I'm just everywhere in the floor, everywhere it was like watery and everything. And it was rushy. The other thing, oh God, it was like it was the worst thing. It was a holy place, and you can't keep that holy place so clean, and like it should be holiness. When you see that, I mean, it should be, and it should not give that feeling. So yeah, I hope the government does something to the holy place, keep it clean, especially the sea, especially the toilet. Yeah, thank you.
I can feel your pain. Thank you so much. I hope everyone can write feedback, a few words for Nethya in the chat. And let me tell you something, the feelings, the emotion you shared, it was really great. The way how you were describing, I love when you put all your energy in the speech, regardless it's not prepared, but we all were able to feel the moment with you because of your the way how you were describing. So always keep this natural emotions to give to everyone, and everyone will be able to relate with your story as well. Thank you so much. And now let's move to Abdullah.
Hello,
Abdullah.
Teacher Arij.
How are you?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abdullah, and it would be an honor for me to answer the question of Teacher Arij.
Okay. Teacher, nice. Okay. She's calling me miss, you're calling me teacher. Yeah, hello. Okay, Abdullah. Tell me about, do you have a car?
A toy?
Do you have a car?
A car, yeah, I have a car.
A car, okay. So tell me about your car. Is it the one that you always wanted, or your family forced it for you? Or tell me about your car.
Okay. First of all, I like my car very much. It is a Crown Victoria 2007. It's a white large car, and many people hate this car because it is very huge, and not everyone can drive it in the street. So it needs someone who can handle it very well. So am I a fan of it? And have I always been a fan of it? I guess not. Back at my times when I was a child, I have been seeing my father always driving this specific car. And I don't recall that I had specific feelings about it. But if you are asking me now, yeah, I like it very much now, because now there's some kind of an intimate relationship between me and this car. We had a very nice moments, a moment that I almost died, and a moment that survival and everything, a combination of music, a combination of memories in which my friends and I were in it, driving to university, to school, doing risky things when I was a teenager. So yeah, I'm a fan of my car. And what else? And I think that it will always be my car. So I'm not gonna change. You get to the point that I am standing in now. You can't just abandon the car that has all the memories that you all share with it. So if I bought in the future, for example, an expensive car, I don't think that it would exceed or it would compensate all the happy moments or would recall. I hope I fulfilled the question.
Thank you so much, Abdullah. And if you can read what Tabassum sent you. That Tabassum, don't read. Okay. I love the way how you are describing your car. And let me take Tabassum's word. I felt like she's like your soulmate or your girlfriend, like exactly what she said. Because we were able, from the way how you are describing it, the way how you were sharing about that car, like now I am interested to see how it looks like, what color it is. Like you didn't share this information. So maybe later you can give more description about the thing you love so we can relate more and we can understand more. Other than that, amazingly done. Thank you so much, Abdullah. And now last but not least, Hussein, are you ready?
Can I do it next week?
Okay, no problem. I will not force anyone, but next week, everyone who did not speak will speak, and who wants to speak again, like Nathia, she wants to prepare, Afrah, Abdullah, everyone, you can have your chance next week. Okay, thank you so much. And now let's go to the next session. And for this next session, we have amazing Toastmaster member. She is, I don't know her. I think she's from Bahrain.
Yeah, may I
let's have DTM Zahra to introduce her.
Yes, thank you so much, DTM Arij. Round of applause for DTM Arij and her students. I really loved your speeches, and I was really impressed with the way how you were talking, the vocal variety, and the personal stories that you shared. I will never forget it. And now it's a time where we will talk about anything, a specific topic without preparation. And that's what some of the students, they just practice this. We call it the impromptu speech or the table topic session. We have a special guest, a special Toastmaster. She's an educator by profession. She's an English teacher, and a Toastmaster, recently joined Toastmasters organization for less than 1 year. I will consider her as my friend and my colleague. Please put your hands together to welcome the table topic master, Toastmaster Khadija bin Rajab. Toastmaster Khadija, the microphone is yours.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, and how are you? Hope you are all fine. As a table topic of a master of the day, today I'm going to have a special topic for you since it's summertime is approaching. So, and with the lockups, we are not going anywhere. So let's go and enjoy our travel. We will travel. I'll take you in the mood. I'll set your mood into traveling. And we will enjoy, inshallah. Hopefully we will enjoy. So the first one, this is our own airport. We're traveling and going there. Let's travel. So who's going to choose with me? Who's going to choose the first suitcase and enjoy there? Pronto.
Can I start first?
Yes, sure.
Yes.
Choose a number.
My camera on. Just a second. My camera. Yes.
Yes. I can see you.
I like to choose number 7 because July 7 and it's my birthday month. So yeah, let's hope it's a lucky charm.
Let's see, number 7. What is your favorite mode of traveling?
That's a great question. Thank you, table topic master. My colleagues, what's my favorite mode of travel? As my friends know me, my family knows me, I'm a person who just loves to explore. I just love going out to places no people like to go. I just love going to places abandoned, devoid of human life or human activity. And the best way to travel to these kinds of places is using the most natural way of travel, but at the same time, the most least liked way of travel. And I mean traveling with your feet. I love to walk. And everyone knows I walk a lot. I walk 10 kilometers a day, and I have no problem in walking more than that. It's just, I feel that there's a really good feeling when you climb mountains, when you walk long distances over high hills, over low-lying valleys with your own 2 feet. When you feel that pain in your legs and your legs are crying from under you, just stop and sit down and wait. I love that feeling. It's like I have gained something. It's like I have won something. And my tiredness, my body breaking down, it's really giving me more hope that the more tired I get, the further I walk. And the further I walk, the world I see. And the more of the world I see, the more success follows me back. Back to table topic master.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for PM Ahmed. And who's going to be the next volunteer?
Can we have Batul? Are you ready, Batul?
Batul?
Yes, I can go.
Perfect.
All right. Choose a number, Batul.
Number 3.
Number 3. Do you prefer to travel by train, bus, plane, or ship, and why?
Okay. Well, traveling, it depends on where I'm going actually, because to go to another place, it depends of course on the distance. To go by train, maybe I want to see the sights in the place, so I don't want to be up in the sky just watching the clouds when I have beautiful scenery around me. If I want to go in a bus, I prefer maybe if I have company, so I can have other people with me, and the distance should be short because nobody likes buses. I remember once we traveled in a bus and it was my first time. It took 12 hours and it was a horrible experience. I did not like it at all. In a ship is a no for me because I have motion sickness. I even get it when I'm playing video games or I text in the car. Immediately I have motion sickness, so it does not go well with me if I'm in a ship. Anything that moves when I'm sitting like that, it's horrible experience. Planes, I'm really good with planes. I don't mind planes. I remember the first time I traveled in plane was, I guess I was 5 or something. So it was an exciting experience for me. I like experiencing new things. So I don't mind planes. So yeah, it depends where I'm going, but if I'm gonna choose, it was train or plane. But also traveling by, as what Ahmed said, by walking through distances, you can feel the energy around you and everything. It's experiencing by yourself, hands-on, is different than traveling in something mechanical moving or something. Yeah.
Thank you very much. A round of applause to TM Batul. Thank you for a wonderful answer. Yasin, would you like to participate? Yasin, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, choose a number, please.
I'm gonna choose 5.
5.
Yeah.
How do you spend your time when you are on holiday and the weather is bad?
It's a good question, actually. Like when the weather is bad and how do I spend my holiday? Like I went to the vacation and suddenly the weather is bad. It's so bad and I cannot like enjoy the vacation. All right. So the first thing I would do is sleep. Yeah. Yeah, so when I sleep and wake up, things will hopefully be better. Like that's my mentality in life, you know. Whenever I'm sad, whenever anything bad happens, just sleep and wake up and everything will be fixed. And yeah, I think that yeah, that's it. Yeah. And I would also try to like do activities inside my house. And yeah, like activities with people inside my house and like in when I'm residing, I will try to do indoor activities as much as I can besides sleeping. I think that that's the best way to like kill time during a bad weather in vacation. Yeah, I think yeah, thank you. I think that would be it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, DM Yasin, and it's wonderful. Actually, when we had our session 1 week or 2 before, and we had this traveling time, someone got the same question and their answer was different. They said that they will go out no matter what happens. If it's bad or not, she will prefer to go out and not to waste time because she's out there traveling to enjoy herself, not to sit in the hotel. So can we have Amina? TM Amina, would you like to participate?
Yes.
Choose a number, darling.
1.
Number 1. A wonderful question. Which is better, package tour or a tour you organize and book yourself?
Package tour, what do you mean with the package tour? You mean?
Already made for you. Like it's a set of places you will visit that the agency you will travel with, they set it for you, or places you choose to go to and you book yourself.
Actually, always I like to make a plan for myself and even for my friends. Yesterday I was going out with my friends and I made the whole plan where we will have a suite, where coffee, where dinner, in which restaurant. So I think when I will travel or I will have a tour or something, I will make a plan for myself. Even I can write the specific time at morning, what I will do, where I will go, what I will eat, and afternoon, what I will do specifically, and evening. So I like to organize my thing by myself. And I can explore or search for a new places or something. So I will search online for places where I will go, and I will find a new place that will maybe something suitable to myself. Like I like to go this place, so I will search something like my favorite thing. I don't want anyone to organize for me. Maybe I will not like the plan.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amina, for sharing, and a round of applause. Actually, Amina, the first time I went to Turkey, it was the first time we went, me and my sister. We don't know anything about how to travel there. We just booked the tickets through a traveling office here in Bahrain, and we went there. When we reached there, I told her we should go visit Minya Turk, we should go visit Hagia Sophia, we should go visit. And she says, how do you know all these places? This is your first visit like me. And I was, oh, I Googled them before I came, and I have the whole map. And she says, oh my goodness, do you have to come always prepared? And I said, yes, I have to. So I can tell and I can enjoy my time.
Yes.
And even more, and something she didn't know, I did, which was a shock, a very big shock to her, that I hope I have it here and find it. I'm not sure I have it on me now. I got something. She was, how did you get that? How did you get that card? How? She was, I want to know, how did you get the card? I have this bus card.
How?
I got it there. I asked the office here in Bahrain to get me one. So when I reach the airport, I have the card with me. I have
very
my own
good.
transport.
You organize it very well.
Yes, that's why I like to organize and book my own tours.
Take me with you, Khadija, next time, please.
Oh, sure. Next time I go, I will take you with me. Let's go and see.
Can we have Hussein?
Hussein. Come on, Hussein. Are you ready?
Hi. Yeah.
Choose a number.
Number 4.
Number 4. If you get to choose 3 destinations to travel to, where would it be and why? Of course, after we get rid of coronavirus.
The first destination, I'll choose Dubai. I want to try skydiving, to jump from a plane.
Nice.
As I like trying new things. And the second thing, I'll go to Bali for surfing. And for the third thing, I would go to USA and take a tour from New York to Los Angeles, California, a big one. That's it.
And what are you
Thank
going
you.
to do there? So what will you do there?
Take a tour, shopping, sightseeing, everything.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. A round of applause to Hussein, and let's go and have.
We need 3 more.
Yeah, I suggest call Abdullah, Nitya, and Afra, because they will be giving the icebreaker next time. Table topic is this term.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Abdullah, would you like to join me? Hello.
Yeah, let's choose number 8.
Number 8?
Yes.
Do you prefer hot countries or cool countries when you go on holiday?
Well, I think that I had my enough, or I am fed up with hot weather as I am living here in Bahrain. So I think that, or not I think, I believe that I prefer to visit a country that has a cold weather, or at least a country that has the season spring that we are not familiar here, that we are not familiar with in Bahrain, because in Bahrain we have just summer, or we have winter and we have spring, but they are all in disguise for summer. So yeah, I mean, they are just apparently have their names, but they all hot. So yeah, I think that I answered the question. And if there were some suggestions, I think that Italy is the perfect country for to visit, in which it has a cold weather and a spring. It also has some aesthetic elements there, some scenarios, some cool places. So I think that, yeah, this is the destination of, in the future, I had some plans to visit a country that has a cold weather.
A round of applause for Abdullah. Thank you very much. And the next one goes to, sorry, I can't find the name.
Nithya, can we have Nithya?
Oh, there she is. Yeah. Choose. Is it 2 or 6? We have 2 numbers.
2.
2. What is the first thing you will pack when traveling? Sorry, this is not a B, it should be P. What is the first thing you will pack when traveling?
First of all, good evening, Toastmasters and fellow friends. Packing is like the all-time favorite for traveling. If it is traveling, it's packing. So packing is just the jolly thing. Like, even though you're traveling, more than traveling, packing is the fun fact of traveling. Like, traveling, you get to pack everything. What I like, the first thing what I pack is my books. From from young age, books, because after the summer vacation, we have immediately our exams. So whatever, if I forget my toothbrush also, I'll pack my books. So that's how it is. So every books, whatever it is, biology, English, math, every books. And my dad is like, what will I pack the rest, the whole thing? If it is 30 kilo will be my books. Where will I keep my book, dresses, your basic necessities and everything? And I'm just like, what to do? I have assignments, I have works, I have everything. And I pack everything I keep, and again, I have to reduce it to 25, then 50, then everything, then to 10. And I'm like, please, 10. So he'll accept 10 kilos of books, and the rest, 20 is the rest thing. So I'll go there, I'll unpack, and I want touch. That's it. 10 kilos is a waste. I'll keep it like that. I'll come back, I'll unpack, and I'll study in Bahrain. So that's how my packing is. Yeah, thank you.
A round of applause for Nithya. Thank you, Nithya. I am a very organized person, so I have a packing list I go with. Every time I travel, I have a packing list. I remember when I traveled with my sister-in-law to Georgia, I had to meet her in her house so we can go both by one car to the airport. We will park the car there. And I don't remember something I need to put in my bag from her. And she said, can you pack it with you, please? I said, yes. When I opened my suitcase, she was, oh my God, please don't be with me in the same room. Stay in a different room. And I was, why? And she said, you're over-organized and I am over-chaotic. I have everything. You know these small bags that they sell to have every single outfit for one day in that bag? I do that. So she was, oh my goodness. I can't look at your bag because it's really giving me the trouble that I am not organized and I'm not perfect. This is a problem with people who travel with me. I have to be organized. I have to have everything packed, not unpack. Even during my travel, I don't unpack. So now to the final question. And the final question goes to Afrah, I think. Afrah, darling. Number 6. What is the most interesting souvenir that you have ever bought on one of your holidays?
So, okay, hi, I'm Afra Ali and I'm 19, currently doing fashion designing. So one of my most interesting souvenir that I've bought from my holidays would probably be a fan, which is like a little fan that you hold in your hand, which also has a water spray for the heat. So when I went to Switzerland, even though like everyone assumes that it's supposed to be cold and all, like yes, there was snow in the mountain, but surprisingly it was also hot in between, and I did also get like really tanned. So for the heat, we purchased this little like toy thing. I mean, I don't know if it's a toy exactly, but we use that to like fan ourselves and spray ourselves, and it was just so funny. Um, and it was a nice experience. Like I also got a lot of things, and since it was a school trip, I was with my friends and we had a lot of fun. And yeah, I got that. And
Thank you very much. A round of applause for Afrah. Thank you. My souvenirs are magnets, fridge magnets. I like fridge magnets. I have them from around the world. And I even encourage my friends, when you go to a country that I don't think I will visit, please bring me a magnet, please. And they really enjoy my magnets. To sum up with our wonderful journey, and unfortunately, our plane is leaving. We have to go home, back home, and end our traveling session. I will say goodbye to the table topic, and back to you, Madam of the ceremony.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Khadija bin Rajab, for the lovely session. Yes, she deserves a round of applause. Wonderful way. Yes, I felt that we were all traveling and very nice topics. As you said, that we're in summer holiday already, most of the students, and we would love to travel, but we're just waiting for the pandemic. And I hope that all of us will stay safe. And now coming back to our session, the educational session, the workshop that we were all looking for and waiting for. A special workshop will be delivered by a special Toastmaster. He's special because he's a champion. He's special because, in my personal opinion, he's the master of evaluation. He's a Toastmaster for 7 years, and he loves reading book. He's a teacher, trainer, mentor, and coach. He's a senior lecturer at BIBF Bahrain. Please put your hands together to welcome our workshop presenter, Evaluate to Motivate, none other than DTM Hisham Jeffrey. The microphone is yours.
Thank you very much, DTM Zahra. It's a real pleasure to be with all of you. So, evaluation has always been one of the secret passions for which I discovered after joining Toastmasters. So, I'd like to share a little bit about this wonderful journey and skill of evaluation with you as well. 2 things. First of all, I want to try something new with you, which I haven't tried out before with anybody else. So, it involves a little bit of technology. So I beg your patience in case we need to take a slight detour. That's number 1. And number 2, in case you hear a little bit of feedback, that's because the mosque is right next door. So please forgive me. I will try to make sure that the workshop is useful to you as well. So I always like to start off my workshops in a slightly unexpected manner. And what better way to start off a workshop than by giving you a quiz? So if you're ready, let's take the quiz. And the quiz is, what is the Toastmasters program? So feel free to unmute and tell us, what is the Toastmasters program? Am I in the wrong place? Is this not a Toastmasters meeting? I don't hear anybody.
Hi.
It's for building self-confidence and personality building and self-confidence.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tabassum. That's right, for building personality and for building public speaking skills. Anyone else?
I want to share.
Yes, please.
It is a program that looking for develop speaking skills.
That is absolutely right. That is absolutely right. Thank you so much to you two ladies. So it is where we come to learn how to speak, how to lead, how to communicate, and very importantly, to have fun as well. And in the words of our founding father, and I find this quote really, really insightful, the two most important factors in Toastmasters is mentoring and evaluations. So evaluation, according to our founding father, is two skills, mentoring and evaluation. If they are done well, your club members will be filled with energy, like spark plugs ready to fire upon request. This is the importance of evaluation. In other words, evaluation is like Red Bull. What happens when you have Red Bull, or what happens when you have caffeine? Red Bull gives you wings and you start flying. So evaluation is a tool that you use to give your members enthusiasm. It fires them up. And this is one of the hidden objectives of evaluation. But it's really important, before we understand how to do evaluation, it's important to understand why we do evaluation. And the reason is to make sure that our main objective of coming to Toastmasters is maintained. We come here to learn. How do you learn? By making mistakes, learning from these mistakes. So as evaluators, it's important for us to be able to teach and to be able to give back some skill that the speaker doesn't have right now. So that's the whole purpose with which we do evaluations. Since we have established that, let's go on to the next slide. Who do you see here? Familiar face? Does she live in Bahrain? Does she live in Kuwait? Any guesses?
Mona Lisa.
That's the Mona Lisa. That's the Mona Lisa. So when you look at this painting, that has been with us for centuries, what is it? It is a piece of canvas. It's a piece of paper. It's just some natural material on which someone has depicted an idea. What does it mean? It's a trick question. I must warn you. It's a trick question. What does it mean? What does this painting mean? Any guesses?
It has a story. It has a story behind it.
Absolutely. It has a story behind it. Anything else? Anyone else? It is said that the smile of the Mona Lisa is mysterious. Now, personally, I don't find it mysterious at all. I mean, it's just a smile to me, but that's my view of it. To someone else, the smile might mean something. The brush strokes might mean something else. The lighting might mean something else. The story of the painter and the time he painted it might mean something else. So this painting, which each of us can see in the same way, might actually have a different meaning to you, to me, to the painter and the subject being painted. But very importantly, the purpose of all art, the purpose of this is to evoke some sort of emotion. Happy, sad, angry, upset, whichever it is supposed to make us feel something. Why am I telling this to you? Because when a speaker stands in front of you, the speaker wants to evoke some sort of emotion in the audience. As evaluators, yes, we are part of the audience, but we play a different role also. We need to observe the speech, listen to the speech, connect what we know to the skills of the speaker, and then give them recommendations for improvement. So evaluation is a mindset. Evaluation is an attitude. Evaluation is an exercise that gets better the more that you do it. So that's number one. Let's move on. The purpose of evaluation is to appreciate the offering that the speaker is bringing to you. Each of our 6 or 8 table topic speakers brought their personal feelings into this screen to share something that they felt was important. A little later on in your journey, you will see project speakers sharing their information with you, their personal stories, their learnings, their failings, and their understandings with you. So number one, we need to be able to appreciate, which means we open our ears, we open our eyes, and very, very, very importantly, we open our minds. So you listen, you watch, and you understand what's happening in the speech. Understanding comes from building a body of skill before you start evaluating. As you know, in speeches, there is an opening, there is a body, there is a conclusion, there are transitions that connect it, there is humor that builds on it, there is a message, there is body language, there is facial expressions. There are so many techniques involved in public speaking. So once we master these techniques, it becomes easier to understand what the speaker is trying to do. So we appreciate, we say, yes, this is a good job. We understand what the speaker is trying to do. And then we try to appreciate the connection that the speaker is trying to build with us. Right now, each of us are in different places. But through this screen, I am closer to you than I could ever have been. I am literally 2 feet away from you. And that is the closest that a speaker can get to you. If I was on a big stage, I will be much, 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 much further away. But because of this screen, I'm closer and I can connect with you. So the language I use, the gestures that I use, the facial expressions that I use have to be different to the big stage. And that connection, the evaluator needs to appreciate and understand. And very importantly, the purpose of an evaluation, the best definition that I have ever heard of the purpose of evaluation is this. When the evaluator sits down after the evaluation, the speaker should feel so motivated that they want to get up immediately and give the speech again. That's the best definition of the objective of evaluation that I have ever heard. And to me, that is very, very true. Your evaluation is so that the speaker can improve, and the next time that they stand there, they must be better by far because of your evaluation. So how do we go about presenting this? What does this mean? What does this mean to you and me? Let's have a glance at it. Let's move this down. When you say evaluate, it means give a value to something. When a speech is being presented, when a story is being presented, when an emotion is being evoked, it is up to us as evaluators to understand the value of it. Now, value means different things to different people in different times, in different places. Let's try an example, shall we? So, if you were to buy this bottle of water, how much would it cost you?
100 fills.
Oh, it will cost you 100 fills. It will cost you 100 fills. However, if there is someone stuck in the desert, in this summer heat, in this dust, with no access to water, then how much is the value of this bottle of water to that person?
It's invaluable.
It is invaluable. Thank you so much. So value means different things to different people at different times in different places. So the value of this bottle of water to you and me right now might be 100 fills. But to someone out there who has not had water in this summer heat for the whole day, it can literally mean the difference between life and death. So it's important for us as evaluators to be able to put ourselves into the shoes of the speaker, understand the objective of the speech, and then take out of it the message of the speech, and then be able to project it saying, I got what you said, And in my experience, I would like to give you something to make this speech better, so that the connection is stronger, so that the message is more forceful, so that your pauses are more meaningful, so that the positioning is a little better, so that the speech moves to the place it deserves. That is the purpose of evaluation, and that's what we want to do in an evaluation. We want to evaluate to motivate, so that the speaker becomes better, bigger, brighter than they ever could have dreamt possible. Let's take a practical example, because evaluation is an active skill. So I hope you're ready. In a couple of seconds, there will be 2 images coming up on the screen. And then I will ask you to evaluate both of them. If you're ready, here we go. Coming up, the first image. Spend a couple of seconds on it. I don't need you to say anything. I hope I'm not making you hungry. Let's look at the second image. Now, I'm going to ask you to evaluate what I just did. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. I only showed you 2 pictures. So I want you to tell me, what was the objective? What have I done right? Okay. So what did you see? What did you see?
Snickers.
Yes, the chocolate, and the other one?
Also called Snickers in English.
Thank you so much. Absolutely right. So you have Snickers on one side and you have sneakers on the other side, both of which sound the same. But are they the same? No. One goes here, the other one goes here. One nourishes the body, the other one protects the body from the outside environment. So both of these elements, although small in nature, one goes inside, one goes outside, one nourishes, one protects. Together, they form something that is useful in our lives. So when we look at the speech, we need to understand what is the purpose of the speech, what is the objective that this person is coming to, and then ask ourselves, was the message clear? Did this prop truly bring forward the message? How can it be done better? Is it with humor? Is it with pauses? Is it with smiling? Is it with better stage positioning? How can you make this better? So objective, what did the speaker do? And in my experience, what can I contribute to making the speech better? So evaluation is about being active, not passive, meaning it's active listening, active observation, and very importantly, an active mind connection between you and the speaker. So by the time you finish the evaluation, you feel really drained. You feel mentally challenged because all your senses are looking for what the speaker is doing. Evaluation in Toastmasters means something very specific. And one of the reasons that I absolutely love Toastmasters is because of evaluation. Because most of the time, what we get is feedback, or sometimes people call it constructive criticism. I hate these words. I don't like them. Because most of the time, when you get feedback and constructive criticism, it doesn't help. But Toastmasters evaluations have been some of the most helpful advice that I have ever received. And over the last 7 years, these evaluations have really, really helped for me to grow as a person. Why? Because evaluation in Toastmasters is friendly feedback from people around you whom you meet every day. They're an evaluator today, speaker tomorrow, Toastmaster of the day after. It's honest, straightforward, from the heart. I want you to get better, honest opinions. It's helpful tips. It's not just fluff. It's always helpful saying, if you do this, this will be the result. If you improve this, you can do this. If this is changed, this will be the outcome. And that happens almost exclusively in Toastmasters evaluation. Evaluation, those 2 minutes and 29 seconds is filled with encouraging words, improve, get better, motivational. And that happens in a Toastmasters evaluation. it's a different view from different eyes. When I look at myself in the mirror, I see this face every single day. I know where the bald spots are. I know where the stomach is coming out. I don't see anything different. But when I get a view from a different eye, it's a view that I have never seen before. So if I can appreciate that, incorporate that, and then make sure I project it, it's something I was able to do, which I was not able to do before. And then finally, it's genuine instruction. When someone gives us Toastmasters evaluation, it's something that they may have done in their icebreaker, they may have done in their DTM project, or they may have done on the contest stage. So it's genuine instruction that comes from experience. It's very rarely from textbooks. It's an opportunity to share the knowledge just like we are doing right now. So what we do today, you might go and share a little later in some other situation. But always, always, always without exception, a Toastmasters evaluation, the hallmark of a Toastmasters evaluation is that it's motivational and inspirational. You want to lift the speaker up and then project them onto the world. Isaac Newton said, if I have seen far, it is because I stood on the shoulders of giants. You are those giants, the giant evaluators on whom the speaker would be standing and delivering the speech. So this particular workshop advocates a 5-point model. Before the speech, speak to the speaker, contact the speaker, ask them, what do you plan to do? What's the project? What's the project objectives? Make sure that you yourself as an evaluator have read the speech objectives so that you understand what the speaker is trying to do. Show that you are genuinely interested in the speech, in the speaker, and in their improvement. Show that you're genuinely interested in the speech, in the speaker, and the improvement that you want the speaker to make. Because that emotional connection has to be there between you and the speaker. Personalize your language. In other words, remember the name of the speaker. If it's Ahmed, if it's Fatima, if it's Abdullah, remember the name of the speaker. The sweetest sound that anyone can hear in this world would be their own name. So personalize, that's number one, the name. How do you personalize number two? There is a 3-letter word that starts with Y. What's the next way to personalize? You. So always direct the feedback to the speaker. Make sure that you evaluate the speech and not the person. Evaluate what's being said and what's being done, not the person. Now that takes a little bit of doing, because as human beings, sometimes we have personal biases. Might be positive, it might be negative. And we bring that with us. We are human beings. But as far as possible, look for those 7 minutes and 29 seconds of the speech and not what the speaker has done for 55 years in their life. It's very, very important. And then finally, promote self-esteem. The confidence of the speaker must be lifted up. The praise for the ability of the speaker must be on point. Whatever feedback you want to give to improve the speech must be wrapped beautifully and presented saying, this is my gift to you, so that when you open it, you will be happy. You can use it to nourish yourself and give a better speech the next time onwards. I like to use a simple model for evaluation. So based on those 5 elements, I use a simple model for evaluation, which is the 3 W's. What went right? What did you do well? Was the opening good? Was your language fantastic? Did you use a personal story? Did you have great energy, facial expressions, stage movement? What did you do well? What could have been done better? Was it the voice? Was it the eye contact? Was it use of open palm gestures? What could have been done better? And then finally, what can you specifically as a person, as a speaker with this face, this body, this voice, do to make it better? What did you do well? Generally, what can be done better? And then specifically you, with this voice, these eyes, this body, and this face, what can you do to better maximize the advantage that you have in order to deliver these speeches better? So this is the model that I generally tend to use. I've been talking for a while, and I've been talking since 8 in the morning, so I'm very, very tired. As you know, and I told you, I like exams. So it is exam time. And as I told you, I'd like to try something for the very first time with you. It involves a little bit of technology. So let's hope this works. So a few rules for this particular exam. A few rules. First of all, take a deep breath, clear your mind, pray, and get mentally ready so that you are now ready to get into the evaluation exam. So I'll give you a couple of seconds. Just as students get ready for the exam, examiners must get ready for the exam too. So if you are mentally ready, let's go on to rule number 2. I will play you a video. And this video will be played from YouTube. And this is where we pray to the technology gods that sound and the video will be played. It will go on for 1 minute and 30 seconds exactly. At the end of that 1 minute and 30 seconds, you will be given 5 minutes to note down your evaluation points. So write it down, ask yourself, what went well, what could have been done better, and what could the speaker specifically have done better. And then, so you need 5 observations minimum, and then 1 recommendation to improve. And then at the end of those 5 minutes, I'll give you 5 minutes in order to deliver a 1 minute evaluation. And the evaluation must be motivational and inspirational. So if you are ready, let's do this. So let me just check if you are ready. Are you still with me? Have you gone to bed already? Hello?
Yes, we are.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, we're ready.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let me now try this.
Dhananjaya Hediarachi, I see something. I see something. Dhananjaya Hediarachi.
You and I are not very different from this flower. Just like this flower is unique, you are unique. All of us has something special that makes us as beautiful. Do you know what makes you special? Now, the answer to that can be a little difficult to find, because sometimes life has a cruel way of picking out your petals, breaking you in two, and throwing you into the trash. And when you're broken, it's very difficult to feel special. Mr. Contest Chair, my fellow flowers.
So that is the 1.5 minutes that I wanted to share with you. That's the opening, 1 minute and 30 seconds from the 2014 World Champion of Public Speaking, Dhananjaya Hettiarachchi. So now you have 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes for your evaluation notes. Can I ask the timer to notify us when the 5 minutes is done?
Sure, I will.
Thank you. and the 5 minutes is up. So one of the reasons that I asked you to do this is because this is practical evaluation in a Toastmasters sense. You look at a speech and then you're alone in your mind thinking what just happened and how do I connect what happened to what I know. So the more you rehearse that in real time, the evaluation makes more sense to you. So who wants to go first? You can raise your hands. I can see Noor. So I'll go Noor, Abdullah. So those are the first two I have. So we'll go with Noor first. Abdullah, get ready. You will be second. Noor, up, over to you.
So it was a great speech. He enunciated the words very clearly and was very well presented. And I think also it was very in-depth and meaningful.
Thank you so much, Noor. Wonderfully done. That was nice and eloquent, and you are really specific. Abdullah, the screen is yours, sir.
Hello. I can assert the passionate energy of his speech that was rendered to the audience. I also praise the language because it was very grammatically correct and very clear to the audience. I also liked how he engaged with the audience by using an element of nature and reflected back on their lives to make the subject more interesting and more appealing. And about any criticism, I don't think that I am in a position that can criticize a person that I had just 1 minute of speech. So sorry about that. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Well done, well done. That was really nicely done. Good points. And also your recommendation, you tied it really, really well. Well done. So I can see Yasin. I can see half of Yasin. So because I can see half of Yasin, I will give him 1 minute. Yasin, the screen is yours, sir. Can you give us something? You can unmute yourself. I can see your mouth moving, but I can't hear much. If you can unmute yourself. Maybe some tech difficulties. Who wants to go next? I have time for 2 more. I can see Nasser. Okay, so we have 3. So we have Nasser, then I'll go to Batul, and I'll end up with Nitya. Nasser, the screen is yours, sir.
Yeah, I think it's a very good speech. I like the fact that he used a prop to sort of relate it to with the audience, and I think his hook was very successful. Maybe if he could just his pace of the speech could be a little bit more faster, that probably would make it give it more energy, I think. So yeah, that's all I can say.
Amazing, lovely. So far, nobody has repeated any of the points from earlier. Fabulous. So let me go to Batul. Batul, the screen is yours.
Yes, it was a great speech, a great opening for his speech, and I like that the first thing he did, he took the rose and smelled it. So our attention was immediately gone to the rose. So we were prepared that he's gonna speak about it, and then later on when he used it, he used the metaphor for the rose and how he demonstrated everything he did with it. So it was really great.
Fantastic. I can see some amazing evaluators coming from this particular club. Thank you for that. And let's end up with Nitya. Nitya, the screen is yours.
Yes, first of all, the good start with the prop, as Nasser told, and then the changes in position. Like while speaking, he was changing his position. He was using the whole area given, and while talking, the way he plugged each petal instead of dumping the whole thing, like he plugged each petals while speaking, and the voice variations from start and then while plucking and all, and then he could have put a bit more energy on the start, like it was like slow, I felt, and then he should have smiled a bit. Yeah, that's all.
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Thank you. Amazing. And see, even for a world champion of public speaking, there are recommendations that can come. Thank you, everybody. That was fabulous. That was phenomenal. So as you can see, did you feel the tension draining away? There's a lot that goes into evaluation. So we had our 5 minutes. So let's review. So I'll ask you a couple of questions. What was your first impression? Was he dressed well? Was he confident? And was he approaching the stage well? What did you feel? Positive, negative?
Positive.
It felt very positive, isn't it, Ahmed? Thank you for that. How did he start? He started by saying absolutely nothing for 7 seconds. Check it out, smelling it for 7 seconds. One of the greatest fears of a public speaker is silence. And he started off by saying absolutely nothing. That shows confidence. What was his first word? The first word was you. So the minute someone says, you, yes, me. So the very first word was you. That is attention grabbing. How many times did he use the word you in 1.5 minutes? 7 times. You and I are not very different to this flower. Just like this flower is unique, you are unique. Sometimes life can break you, it throw you in the trash. It's always you. In 1.5 minutes, in 90 seconds, he used the word you 7 times. That's almost once every 15 seconds. So your attention is on the speaker. And then finally, he used catchy, vivid words, showing that he's a master of language. Words like flower, unique, special, trash. These things are like, oh, these are nice words. Let me now listen. So even in a 1.5 minute speech, you can see there's so much there to pull out of the speech in terms of benefit. Our founding father, Dr. Ralph C. Smedley says, when you talk, you give yourself away. You reveal your true character in a picture which is more true and realistic than anything an artist can do for you. That's what the speaker wants to do. That's what the speaker wants to show. As evaluators, for us, the speech is what the speaker is offering to the world. We must attempt to understand it, empathize with their efforts, and give related improvements to this particular speech. The art of evaluation and the art of speaking are not strangers. They are siblings. They are brothers and sisters. So if you are to evaluate, you must understand the art of speech craft as well. Evaluation is a muscle. If you exercise it, you will maximize it. So evaluate everything possible. Table topics, other evaluators, the Sergeant at Arms speech, evaluate it in your head. Evaluation is a journey that you take. There is no graduation saying now you are out of the University of Evaluation. It doesn't happen. So smell it, inhale it, enjoy it. No need to rush. Enjoy the journey and learn from every single evaluation. Dr. Ralph C. Smedley says the unprepared speaker has the right to be afraid. So as evaluators, we are responsible for preparing the speaker. As evaluators, that responsibility must be taken seriously. Thank you very much for listening to me. It was a real pleasure to come to your club and speak to you. Good luck. God bless you all. Have a great night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Sorry, thank you so much, DTM Hisham. A wonderful, amazing workshop. And I should say to my students, you are lucky to have a district champion teaching you and sharing his knowledge and his experience with you. And he did not even start the first meeting, the first formal meeting. So I feel that you are ready from now. I should say that we have to give him a big round of applause. Thank you so much, DTM Hisham. And I would like to say for my students, I'm really proud of you, proud of the speeches delivered by you, proud of the way how you, yes, you insist to write the evaluation, the way how you evaluated the champion. I was really impressed by mentioning points that we as Toastmasters, we did not find. I would like to say for those who did not make it today, please write your speeches, be prepared for the next session. And yes, it's 9 sharp. Please switch on your camera. We would love to take group photo. Afrah, Noor. Noor, will you be able to make it? Okay, we do have two Noor. Oh, okay, perfect. So 3, 2, 1, thumbs up with a smile. Abdullah. Perfect. Ahmed, drive safe. And the others, good night and see you next week. Same day, Wednesday, and same time. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you very
Bye-bye,
much.
thank you.
Thank you
Bye bye.
so
Take care.
much.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
Hisham.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Pleasure.
Have a good evening.
Good evening to you. Bye-bye.